of those things that you eat can have an adverse effect on the T4 to T3 conversion. So a lot of people who come in with hypothyroidism, I ask them, do you eat these cruciferous vegetables? Oh, yeah. That's my favorite. I love broccoli. I love cauliflower. Yeah, I'm going to be that girl.
So what would be a sign of hypothyroidism?
Well, hypothyroidism gives you symptoms like dry skin, dry hair, dry nails, a lot of fatigue, muscle cramps, spasms, joint pains, depression sometimes. It can cause you to be very cold, like your body's temperature actually can drop due to hypothyroidism, and it can be like that chronically, which is also, I think it's called, I want to say Wilson's temperature, something like that, temperature syndrome that goes along with hypothyroidism. But basically, you just can't stand the cold. You're cold. Everybody around you is warm. You're cold.
And I know people like that.
Yeah, and I actually had
I'm sending them to you.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're the best.
In fact, I send everybody I know to you.
I love you, Deb. You're the best.
Ditto.
Actually, one thing that I thought was interesting, I went to the salon that I use to do my eyebrows because I have to, tame these beastly eyebrows once in a while. And so the lady said to me, she said, one day, she said, you're kind of thin on the outer third of your brows. That's a sign of hypothyroidism.
Wow.
And I said, really? And I looked it up, and sure enough, it is.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, smart beauticians are into that kind of stuff. And
absolutely.
Same with oral hygienists.
Mm-hmm. They can see the signs and symptoms of things and tell
Heart
you.
disease and, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Very good. Well, you are like a font of information.
Thank you.
I love it.
I'm having
It's
fun.
very good.
We kind of went over a little, I
That's
think,
okay.
but
I'm
having fun.
Yeah, we can't limit this to half an hour, I'm afraid.
I'm thinking not.
No, it's not going to happen. So, and you were afraid you wouldn't have enough stuff to talk about.
I know.
I
know.
I knew that wouldn't happen.
My girl that I work with just posted corned beef and cabbage with potatoes and carrots this Thursday. Lunch at the pigeon office. So I'm excited for that.
Oh, we love that. We do that once a year too. I love that. That's right. It is St. Patrick's Day coming up this
St.
weekend.
Patrick's Day. Can I tell you why I love St. Patrick's Day so much?
Green beer.
No. My husband's name is Patrick, and he is my saint. And he is Irish, and his whole family is Irish. He has mom is Peggy, sisters are Jamie and Erin, brothers are Sean and Kevin.
Irish.
I mean, his whole family. They're Irish and German, but very much into the Irish heritage. So I love that. And so St. Patrick's Day is pretty much one of my favorite holidays. So we kind of get into that quite a bit. So.
Cool. And they do it up right here in Bay City, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Oh, okay.
So I'm going to shut down here. If you want to hear the end of the show, go to W4 Divas and listen to it, okay?
Or later, we could do the Spreaker.com with an R, Spreaker with an R.
And I'm going to talk about this just for a second, because if people are looking for the replay on this, they're going to have a hard time finding it. Although I will put it on Spreaker. Mm-hmm. On W4 Divas, all these shows will be archived. However, we're in transition. And tonight, after the Devolution show, which is our second live show on Tuesdays, we're going to shut down and make that transition overnight.
Gotcha.
So hopefully we'll have everything in place and ready to go sometime tomorrow and at the latest Thursday.
That sounds great, Deb.
Good. And, thanks, Julia, for being here. And
thank you.
You're a wonderful person and a very good doctor, holistic doctor of chiropractic.
That's beautiful.
She's training me right.
And I love having you here to bounce things off of, because your background and your certifications are all right along the same lines. So I appreciate you. And I think that this is going to be a good show, miss.
Me too.
We're good.
And the things you can't work on, I can.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I love that. Okay, I'm going to shut this down now. Go to W4 Divas and hear the end of the show. So, This was very, very fun. I'm glad that this is happening. I've been wanting to do a show like this for a long time. And on the opposite Tuesdays, we're on second and fourth, and first and third is about those oils.
Mhm.
So perfect.
Perfect.
So get in the habit of listening on Tuesdays at noon.
Yes.
Simple as that.
Perfect.
So how would you like to end? What kinds of words of advice do you have for us?
Well, I just want people to remember that they do have alternatives to, the problems that they're facing health-wise. They don't have to run to the emergency room or the MD every time. There's a lot of information out there. I have a group page on Facebook called Bay City Alternative and Holistic Health Community, and there are a lot of practitioners of different types of holistic health on there, and it's a public venue, so you can, go on there and use it as your forum as well to ask questions. If you put a question out, like for example, what could I do naturally for inflammation? You'll get 10 different responses from 10 different kinds of healers on what they would suggest you do for inflammation, which is wonderful. And then you pick through that. You
Right.
filter the information, you find what resonates with you, what sounds reasonable to you, and then you try it. And it's always things that are pretty tame. I mean, it's not going to be,
It's
something
not dance in
outlandish.
the moonlight at midnight with a straw between your teeth.
Right. Although I've heard that helps. No, just kidding.
That it only works with alfalfa though. So that's very good. And the other thing I like about that is if you are into this kind of healing, or you're just starting, there are so many events from around this state.
Absolutely. And I post those on the Facebook page.
And
so
thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. So that people can learn themselves. I mean, I'm not the only teacher out there. Deb and I are going to be the passionate pundits. And actually, I want somebody to look it up and tell us, what does pundit mean?
Right. And post it on the W4 Divas Facebook page, and you will get a prize.
Yes. So if you can let us know who we are and what we're doing and what the name of our show is about, you might get a prize.
That's right. The first one, only the first one that does it. So you better go there now. W4 Divas on Facebook.
Yes.
Right. So in closing, I would like to say it's all about bringing you different kinds of information, bringing you things that you might be thinking about but haven't tried, things that you've heard about but really don't know that much. And that's the whole purpose of our show, is to educate you to the alternatives. And you couldn't ask for somebody better than Julia Deer. So
thank you, Deb.
You're my pleasure. So welcome to the Passionate Pundits. This is like, I feel like we should be drinking champagne or something.
I know.
Because I think this is the beginning of a beautiful relationship.
Thank you. I agree with you, Deb, wholeheartedly.
Good. Bye. See you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks. We'll be here again in 2 weeks on Tuesday at noon.
This has been The Passionate Pundits with your host, holistic chiropractor Dr. Julia Deer, and nutritional consultant Deb St.Hilaire. Dr. Julia is available for consultations with new patients in her Bay City, Pigeon, and Bad Axe offices 6 days a week. Call 989-453-2020 to set up your appointment, or on her Facebook group page, Bay City Alternative Holistic Healthcare Community. Deb St.Hilaire can be reached for consultations at sky'sthelimit.coaching.com or on Facebook at Sky's the Limit Coaching. Tune in every second and fourth Tuesday at noon to find out more ways to make your life healthier naturally. Listen to archive shows at w4divas.com or speaker.com. Till next time, thanks for tuning in.